Oh yeah, I guess our group never gets even the slightest chance to rest around here. But oh well.
All you need to do now is sleep.
Exactly.
But sleep is not for you.
Eh? What is going on? Are you trying to steal it again?
We're under attack.
What
Help
the
me.
hell? Are you kidding me right now? Holy damn! What was that? That was really bad. Huh?
Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me.
You know what? Considering the fact that they almost killed me in my sleep and almost killed me on my way here, I will fight for you now. But you have some explanation to do. Right after this, you better explain this. And so it continues. Okay, this is slightly bad. At the very least, it seems like they are dividing their attention a little. She's dead. Great. Mepharah's on the ground. You know, that's probably one of the reasons why I usually don't like fighting against, oh, you know, Githyanki. They're super powerful all the time. Every time. Don't really like that about them.
Still on my feet.
Okay, I need to get her up again. Throw potion on her. Backstab attack? It's not a lot of damage, but I take it. I'm gonna get a little bit around it so that our friend over here can have a strike on her friends. I thought you were still my friend. You were still green. How did you recover?
Control over the Githyanki prince.
Ah. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Everything is not going according to my... How is that even slightly helpful? It's not helpful in the slightest. Okay, I will fly right here. Then I will bite him. And again. Oh my god. Can you slash it apart, please? No? On the very least, I'm gonna get in her way by double threats, preferably. I can't. Farah! Don't die on me, my girl! But literally, don't die on me! I can move that far. Do that.
Fading fast. I need healing.
It's my turn. Another kill. God, I hate those guys. I hate them so much right now. Resonating with me. And they killed her. Are you kidding me right now? The audacity of those guys. The audacity. Sneak attack. Can't even get a sneak attack. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, are you kidding? Okay, you know what? Let me load that. This is going horribly. This is going absolutely horribly. Okay, now I got them a little bit closer. I got them a little bit closer. It's not really that close, but a little bit. I take that. They're gonna kill me so badly. I'm still so slow. But this time around, they actually brought the entire party over. Before that, I had to walk the whole way. What? This is so weird. This is so weird. It's probably because of these jumping gaps. If you're too far away, he can teleport you, but it's the trigger of the cutscene is that early. It's crazy. Anyway, sneak attack. There we go! Just murder them! Murder them all! Murder them all! Yeah, my boy! No, not my guys! Okay. Okay. I kinda would love to invoke darkness around here, but that might cause some issues. So instead, I shall cast... Dominated person would be nice. How many enemies are we currently fighting? 2 more. Super tanky, not so tanky, not so tanky. Okay. Fairy light gives me advantage, right? Sure. Let's buff them all, shall we? And since I'm already so close, I will loot that guy. He doesn't have anything, but that's too bad. I'm just gonna stab him in the back! If that even works slightly. Doesn't seem to work at all. I didn't take my imp with us. Of course not. Why would they, right? Why would they?
For my prince's honor!
Did you just...
Destroy the honor guard.
It is going horribly already. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh man. Please give me one of those scrolls. Come around. Use that scroll on my character. Why am I not able to select that? Wrong target, huh? Destination? How about here?
Hells. I need to hold on.
There you go. I actually got a new turn. I'm gonna use this chance to cast darkness though. At least in my zone. Because I am not affected by it.
I thirst for combat.
Okay. Let me see. I should probably go for smite in order to do as much damage as possible. Yeah, that sounds like the most reasonable action right now. 31, 22, 25. Let's go for a holy smite. Well, if you miss, I should do it again. There we go. Okay, that's all of my actions. I need you to cast Sanctuary on yourself. I want you to be safe, Shadowheart. The little brain is going to help us out. But tanking the hit, that's fine. Astarion gets another attack. Oh my god. Key Blast. I still don't quite get how Key Blast is supposed to work. But I guess I don't have to. Can't really go into darkness. Yeah, I can't really go into the darkness. It's not working that way. Technically speaking, I'm getting blinded. But doesn't quite count. Okay. My smithing is getting cancelled. That guy's still standing around. Not entirely sure what that our Emperor is doing right now, but that's fine. At the very least, he's currently disabling the spellcaster for a while. That's going to be handy because that guy is a prick. 500! He gives 500 XP! What? Okay, that's helpful.
Not now. Have to keep going.
Sanctuary is still active, so we can approach. Let me dash. I need to get closer, but they're all that high up. Oh, I can jump upwards. It's not considered a fighting stance, so this is fine. Let's go out of the darkness. Can I go for sneak attack? Yes, I can go for sneak attack. Concentration still holds. That is not good. I guess we go back into the darkness then. For the time being, at least. Okay, she jumps away. Going for my Farah. Yeah, I still don't quite get how a dominating person works. I thought he stays as our ally for a while. Doesn't really seem to work that well for us. Oh well, we can worry about that in a second. First and foremost, yeah, that will break the concentration. Which blast instead? Times. Huh? Wait. What is this? I get 3 projectiles? I do get 3 project. Why? Why do I suddenly? Well, I'm also not going to question this. Thank you, I guess. There we go. Not a dead. Okay, Mafara, get closer. I need you to shoot at this guy right now. There we go. Lovely to see.
Talk to me.
Okay, can I stab you? Yes, I can. Poison strike for temporary hit points. I'm going to summon a holy weapon on my side. And it here.
Don't linger.
Staring gets closer, followed up by another sneak attack. There you go. 84. Okay! Not so bad! A little bit of darkness, and I still kinda died.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
Yeah, I can see why that might be a little bit of an issue, considering that we are having a bunch of problems because of a mind flayer. So, I ask again, who are you? I'm going to need a name this time, right?
You may call me the Emperor.
Emperor?
An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. to a colony of mindflayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals, unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed, and they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
So, in that regard, you're similar to the mind flayer of the Underdark. You know, the other guy who broke free of the control of the Elder Brain and pretty much the entirety of their society, becoming their own little being inside of that hive mind, which is probably unheard of, for them at least. So, Lord Gortash was the one of the chosen in the colony. Did you have to eat the criminal's brain? So are you going to tell me what this little battle was about? How did you end up in here? Okay, I kind of want to ask all of them. Yeah, but I think I'm going to start with the battle itself. What was this about? Why did they attack you like this?
We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus' mother to bring about the fall of the Elithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus' mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaaketh declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaaketh wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Okay. So Orpheus is still alive. The book spoke the truth. And he is the source of our protection. Does this mean that you were imprisoned here too? Yeah. Were you also imprisoned?
No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt it change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You.
Okay. But I have to ask, if you knew that already, if you were already under control of the Elder Brain, why were you surprised about the condition of it then? But then again, I guess you had to keep up the facade, since you were pretending to be just another human, like us. Then was it your Orpheus that Vlaaketh wanted us to kill? Yeah. Who did she wanted to kill back then?
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Vlaaketh was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Vlaaketh will be finished.
So she chooses to take care of him regardless, even if she can no longer reclaim that power. All for the sake of protecting her also precious kingdom. With a pride that seems so fragile, if you even show the slightest bit of disrespect, she gets super angry. Yeah. Could we kill Orpheus and seize his power? Whoa! No. I'm not gonna kill him just to see his power. But what would happen if we free him?
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him. And in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion. A pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a illithid. A sworn enemy, just like me.
So there's no negotiation with him. He already sees us as an enemy. I guess we're alike in other ways too. The more I talk to you, the less you seem like a mindflayer. Yeah, it's true. You don't really act like the usual type of mindflayers that I encounter. Yeah.
I appreciate that. But this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel. But the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change.
Yeah, I'm not really that keen about becoming that. No thanks. I don't really like what you're currently implying. And besides, this whole journey is me trying to avoid becoming a mind flayer. And you agreed to protect me, right?
I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle while continuing to preserve your independence.
You've been studying?
You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you.
You want to evolve me? And you've been studying us? No. No way. No.
I understand.
No.
Let us hope then that your present self will be sufficient to deal with 3 gods of death and a giant magically enhanced Elder Brain. But in case you change your mind...
Huh? A tadpole?
Look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve. You or your allies. It has vitality enough for you all. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.
What is that? Wait a second.
to do?
The Astral Touch Tadpole. This parasite is capable of evolving you or another illiterate infected companion into a new, more psionical, powerful being? Her thick coating of astral frost prevents this parasite from squirming. You feel an immense psychic weight writhing and coiling within. It has languished in the sea of dead gods for countless millennia, learning and gathering potential. It is something old, ready to become new again. It's ready for evolution. No. No, thank you. I mean, if you really like to be in a Lillithid, alright, I guess you got used to being a Lillithid, it's good for you that you are happy with your current situation, but I don't really, like it that much, okay? Okay. Now, if you would excuse me, it seems like I'm about to collect a bunch of brains from my former allies. The mindflayers. God! Why is that even a thing? Why would he even assume that? He was talking about our potential. I have not used one of those tadpoles. Sure, I have that activated, but it's not because of my own doing. It comes from Mphara. Okay, seems like the Emperor's wandering around. Can I still talk to you?
I have something to ask.
Consider using the tadpole. Your evolution will be a benefit to us both.
Yeah, I guess it would be a benefit to us both, but again, I've been trying my hardest to free myself of this. Why would I even slightly consider the possibility of transforming, of all things? Why would I even consider that? Also,
No traps, please.
they're hiding even more stuff around here. Love to be sneaky at times. They certainly love to be sneaky. Githyanki slate. Symbol drawing etched over forgotten text. Two figures. One an imposing female with a regal aspect. The other a devil. His face twisted with very charm. Their hands meet in exchange for an artifact. The astral prism. Oh. Maybe that is the moment when Vlaaketh got her prism in order to entrap him? Or maybe this is after the fact when he was already entrapped. Okay, let me make a save here. Can I talk to you?
The orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable but impenetrable. Within it, the Githyanki prince is as silent as a corpse, but for the murmur of his powers being siphoned away.
I guess his orb is protecting him and keeping him still. He doesn't even give us a chance to talk to him. But then again, with that mask, I don't think that would be even possible. Alright, then let us go. Yeah, I don't really see a reason to stay around here. This place is a bad place. I died. Actually died. Oh god, the bodies. The body. How did you guys die? I left you behind. Is that portal going to stay from now on? One might. I mean, now that we're playing with open cards here, I guess there's no longer a reason to hide that from us. Hey, Tahira!
So your mysterious artifact, tamer of parasites, is only another parasite itself. How do you feel? Knowing the cost of keeping your transformation at bay.
That's a good question, actually. I don't know about that yet. Better, actually. I know the artifact's true nature now. And clear, that thing was in my head. We'll need that delivered. Is that going to become a problem for you? The Emperor was an adventurer like us. I guess he was like us. That probably has to mean something at least, right?
No notions of heroism put you above human failings. I should know. I've had my share of songs written about me. Illithids are monstrous creatures. But in the end, they are only that. Creatures. And if it can, a parasite will keep its host fat, happy, and safe. Until it is finished feeding, at least. Am I comforting you? I am not comforting myself. Use the Emperor as it would use you. Or discard it. My days of doubting you are done.
So you're going to trust us no matter what we choose. Well, that's fine. Really handy. Because right now, we don't really have a choice, right? We have to work together. Just like we did before. Now, Halson?
So your confidant was a mind flayer all along. Disquieting, to say the least.
A little bit. But hey, it could be worse. It could definitely be a lot worse. Okay, Lae'zel, I think you wanted to speak to us about Orpheus, probably.
I have a lot on my mind.
Your parasite communes with Lae'zel's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Ghaik visitor that Vlaaketh would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
So, the blood of the mother was exactly mighty powerful prince. If he can block out the Illithid's hive mind. Was Orpheus really such a threat to Vlaaketh back then?
Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaaketh. Long ago, when we rose up against our gay slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaaketh our ruler. The first Vlaaketh of many. It is Vlaaketh 157 whom my people now call Queen.
157? What kind of number is that? That's a lot of Vlaakeths then.
Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaaketh I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaaketh's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
The scraps. New empire. Then Voss was right. Orpheus is the seed of Vlaaketh's demise, isn't it?
The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Ghaik slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
I don't know if that is possible though anytime soon. I mean, we kinda need his power to protect ourselves. And it doesn't seem like he is willing to talk to us. I would like to talk about Orpheus. Have you thought about making use of the I don't even want to touch that. Or this. What? Why am I even having this option here? No. How about we just talk about Orpheus, huh?
What about him?
Why exactly is he called the Prince of the Comet? Right.
The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards my people. Lies, of course. Vlaaketh spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign.
Calling him an ally, a slave to the mindflayers. No wonder he's so angry to see any of them around him. Even the ones who are just infected. So why did she keep him alive though, after all those years, all those millennia? I mean, the mindflayers told us about it because of its power, but do you really think that is the only reason?
The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the Prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself?
True. And why exactly would Vlaaketh want Orpheus dead now, if he's that valuable? Doesn't she still need his power?
A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaaketh's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves.
I see. She's just selfish. Now then, who were the hostile Githyankis then? I mean, he did say it. Probably his honor guards who couldn't leave his side. They just tried to protect him from any invader, and probably Vlaaketh herself, right?
Orpheus's honor guard, loyal to the end. Trapped by Vlaaketh in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son.
So you already swear allegiance to somebody else who doesn't even appreciate you right now. Okay, I guess that's the Githyanki way, huh?
So, we owe our lack of tentacles to one of the very creatures that kidnapped us. And now it's offering us power if we're willing to evolve.
Doesn't that sound so enticing? Oh wait, you have multiple options now. Oh. Well, what do you think about it? Are you just as willing as Mepharah right now?
We both know what it is capable of, but I'm not touching it.
Makes sense. After all, you're already a vampire. And I guess it is kind of unlike you to not be willing to receive more power, right?
That was before I knew the cost. Before I knew it meant transforming into some grotesque beast. I remember how it hurt when I turned into a vampire. My body writhed and warped while I was utterly helpless. The grip of death owned my heart as it beat its last. I don't want to turn into anything else. I can't do that again. I can't watch my body be taken over.
That makes sense. That makes absolutely sense. Alright then, we shall no longer speak about this.
If we master the tuples, it will be different. But right now, that mastery depends on an Illithid and its Githyanki slave.
Yeah,
I'm not going to submit to this. Don't ask me again.
that's fine. That's fine.
Hello, my dear.
Now that option is completely gone, he's really not willing to go for that. Makes sense though. If I had experienced something similar like that, I would probably be super against it as well. Now, what exactly do you intend to do about Kester's ritual right now?
Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble. A little reclusive, perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure.
I guess he has some sort of secret hideout then, huh? Might be safe to run. He wants you after all. Should ask around the city then. Maybe we figure something out.
I hope so, because I'm not striking another deal with Raphael. Knows what he'd demand this time. But if the citizens of Baldur's Gate don't know anything, my brothers and sisters might. Cazador is a master of secrets, but the other spawn must have seen something.
Well, that kind of depends on whether or not we can find him then. Also, wasn't there another topic?
My favorite traveling companion.
Wasn't there a third option? Yeah, we can ask more about the ritual. You must be thinking about it. I don't quite understand why you constantly throw me out of the shed option, but that's fine.
The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why?
I don't know. Just wanted to check up on you. Do you think that we can stop it? I want to know your intention. All that power, you must be tempted to take it for yourself. I guess it's kind of tempting. But I kind of want to check up on your intentions right now. Do we just stop them? Do we help them? Do you think we can stop it?
Well, in theory, it's simple. Destroy Cazador, stop ritual. That's assuming we want to stop the ritual. What? I've obviously thought about it. If I was the one who completed the ritual, I'd have such power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flayer.
And walking through the sun is certainly a very precious thing for a vampire, right? I don't think you should do it though. Naturally, who wouldn't be tempted? But what about all those souls that needed to be sacrificed? And didn't they also talk about all of Cazador's spawns as well?
I don't relish it, but my siblings lured thousands of people to their deaths over the years. I doubt Baldur's Gate would miss them. Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting.
I see. So you're thinking about it. It's all that I need to know. That's all that I need to know. I guess we're still sleeping here. It's still nighttime. It is literally still nighttime. Ah, you've got to be kidding me. Go to bed. Go to bed. With all the blood, we didn't even clean up the place. How can you sleep peacefully like that? Okay. Can I leave now? Am I still supposed to stay in the camp? No, I can leave now. Alright. I've been trapped in this camp for 4 or maybe 5 nights now. 5 nights! One cutscene after the other!
Gortat and Orin have established themselves and take their nether stones.
Seems like Astarion has something else to say really quickly.
Baldur's Gate is right over the hills. And so is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperious soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks.
Okay. It does kind of sound like you envy him a little.
Of course I envy him. Why wouldn't I? The problem with what Cazador has done is that he did it to me. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor.
I see. So you would kill to take that power from him and the others who are bound to the ritual. I don't know, Raphael said that the ascension was fully diabolical. If we can pull it off, we hardly know anything about the ritual. Yeah, we don't know anything about the ritual. How would you even steal it or take it for yourself?
Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finely positioned for yours truly to ascend.
I see. Alright. With you all the way. Don't get ahead of yourself. We don't even know if it's possible for you. Yeah, we don't even know if that's even possible. Those rituals have some very high restrictions and regulations, right? All the conditions that you need to keep in mind.
We're going to Baldur's Gate, the city of 1 in a million chances, splendor and squalor. Anything could happen. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
I see. Well, that's good to know. By the way, it's a new day. You need to re-equip your dagger really quickly. Kinda wish he would do that right away every time the day passes, but alas, he doesn't do that. Also, Marcus is dead again for some unknown reason. Pretty sure that usually never happens.
No.
You shouldn't just die like that, but it constantly happens regardless. It's kind of bothering me a little, but oh well. At the very least, I'm going to get another fire element. There we go. Alright. Now I'm ready to go. Now, is there not a teleporting point
The
about
city
here
is
that I need
close
to
now.
save?
My former peers will be watching, no doubt,
Oh, I can go
waiting for my
back.
return.
Oh,
We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
it could certainly help. But would they even be willing to talk to us? You were banished, Shadowheart. You were quite literally banished. Right? Shah has called you an exile.
Don't mind if I do.
They're going to hunt you down. From here on out, you're being hunted. Also, I find it really interesting
Let's have a
that
look.
they keep their stuff lying around. Seems like a relatively fresh camp around here. Oh well, as long as nobody minds us taking all of the stuff, then I'm okay with this. Also, they've returned the asteroid prism to us. I wonder though, if I were to click on it right now, right here, Would it allow me to go back inside and meet up with the Emperor at any time? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't see, you know, the gate back then. You know what? Worth a test.
Such a curious artifact. So small and seemingly harmless, and yet it contains so much.
I guess I can no longer do that.
Have to keep going.
But I guess it makes sense. I can't just open the gate in the middle of nowhere like that. That would draw too much attention.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Too much
Excuse
attention?
me. I can't find my mum.
Okay. What's her name then?
Yenna. And my cat is Grub. He's shy. I'm not. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for her spots. She was sick, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though.
10 days? Well, I don't really know where your mom is, but here. Must be hungry. Make some food. Let's go find the guard. Yeah, let's go find the guard. Maybe he has an idea where she went.
Guards blow like petards. They don't help us.
They don't help you. Well, then you must be hungry. You want some food. There you go.
Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
I mean, it's been a couple 10 days, but there's a good chance that she might still show up. I'm a little bit worried about the fact that you said that she was sick, though. Huh. The Pharaoh?
Have an ally.
I do not understand why the matrons, patriarchs of the city do not open their gates to the refugees.
Wait, what do you mean? I agree, they should offer them shelter. I'm surprised to hear you suggesting aid to those in need. They're not the city's responsibility. The Patreon have rights to turn away anyone they wish. But I have to say, I kinda have to agree, they should offer them safety. Considering the army that's currently marching on, if they don't protect them, they will join the army of the enemies instead, and that is going to cause a bigger problem in the future.
I was not suggesting they be allowed to roam free. They should be put to work. The city needs laborers and fodder to protect it.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Are you suggesting they be used as slaves? It's only fair that they should earn their keep, though. Yeah, they could try to protect the city themselves as well.
Yes. And if they work hard enough for long enough, the city might allow them to earn their freedom one day.
Whoa. So she was talking like they were I didn't mean that they could stay as slaves, Mavara. But they should work for their keep. Nothing is free around here, right? Nothing is ever free.